Hello, this is Flasha and I welcome you to Kaiserreich. Now, I have not been active for a very long time, and the reason for being that is because I moved, and the moving has a bit of an impact on what I can do. But hopefully I can create some more random videos for people to enjoy. Now, as we can see here, I'm in Kaiserreich. I've played this for a while, but ever since I did a last video on it, it's been updated. So now, if you remember, the Socialist Republic of Italy used to be down where the two Sicilies are now at, and actually Italy's been balkanized way more than it was. Even Iceland now has a focus tree. I wonder, I might even play Iceland today because I've never played Iceland before. So, without further ado, anything else new that I should probably show? Oh, also the US got like a revamped focus trees for the Civil War and all that stuff. And Cuba got a tree. Cuba! I have relatives from Cuba, so yay! But for now, I will play Iceland and hope I can actually do good on that. I should put on regular. Meh. And now we have a new loading screen. Kaiserreich Alpha, I don't need to read that. Research slots available. Oh, 1918 stuff. I wonder if my audio's... No, not my audio, I'm gonna see if my effects are too loud, I hope not. Ambient object. Oh, no, I don't want that down. That should work. There we go. I just don't want it to be too loud. Okay, I have not seen this focus tree before, so forgive me as I look at this tree. Interesting. Not that much stuff for Iceland, it seems. Oh, we can go I might go syndicalist. Iceland in 1922. Starting in 1874, Iceland had its first taste of independence when Denmark granted the colony the right to home rule and a constitution. As part of Denmark, Iceland remained neutral throughout the Weltkrieg. After the conclusion of the Weltkrieg, Iceland joined the Middle Europe economic bloc alongside its master Denmark. This brought a period of prosperity to the island nation, as Iceland could now tap into two markets for its main export: fish. The British market continued to its lucrative fish imports from Iceland due to the distance between the two islands. Meanwhile, the entry of Icelandic cod into the European market became a source of additional funds to help boost Iceland's economy, what once was. Now, I don't know how to pronounce... Oh, President Kerensky got assassinated again, that always happens. Reykjavik. I can't speak Icelandic, I apologize. Iceland in 1925, ooh, more lore. However, this economic prosperity would not last forever. The British Revolution of 1925 shattered the miracle that the post-Weltkrieg Iceland was experiencing. As the Royalists fled to various corners of the empire, the British-Icelandic trade route instantly ran dry. The only close reminders of the culture trade were the Royalists who fled to Canada, but they had more pressing economic issues than resuming Icelandic trade. Thus, Iceland was left wallowing in the wake of the British Revolution, since Middle European economic doctrine dictated that no trade could be enacted with syndicalist countries. So interesting indeed. Oh, it looks like Wrangel took control. Mr. Longneck, Peter Wrangel here. Iceland in 1932. They helped put the stopgap on the massive unemployment that started to rise in the country. The all thing started the city work creation scheme to put the people to work on manual labor construction projects. This worked for some time, but eventually became a divisive topic between the between the parties in the government during a city council meeting on the 9th of November 1932. The council debated pulling the plug on the project. News of this reached the population, who arrived in droves to riot in front of the building, demanding that the scheme remains in place due to the fact that the economic recession still continued to affect Iceland. This riot became known as, oh good gosh, Gutoslagurinn, and ensured that the CWCS remains in effect in the near future of the country. Yay! The Totalist Charter, I don't care. I'm not going totalist this game. Edward the 8th. Yay! Iceland in 1936. Okay, now we get to 1936. While the past decade has been a disaster for the people of Iceland, there still remains hope for a brighter future over the horizon. Prospective government officials have started crafting plans for large-scale public works projects to provide jobs, kick-starting a tourism industry, or even looking into tapping into the geothermal and hydroelectric resources that our island provides us with. Perhaps with a little assistance from Denmark, we can make these dreams come true, or perhaps the end is near. I hope the end isn't near, that'd be bad. Oh, Herbert Hoover, you're gonna have a very bad time in a minute. Stop declare. We know how the Afghanistan wars always work out. Black Monday. Black Monday hits the island. The economic collapse that originated in Germany has now reached the shores of Iceland. Our already tenuous hold over the economy has shattered, and we have been left reeling. A total reorganization of Iceland will be needed to fix this crisis. Catastrophe. Oh, yay, now we can actually do national focus and stuff. So, what's this do? So do I do this one first or the hold on? Oh, there we go. Becoming the recovery. Iceland will never be able to have the traditional economies of our federal Nordic countries. We must capitalize on Iceland's natural resources and those of the ocean around us in order to restore Iceland's prosperity. Oh wow, this takes 80 days. What's this do? In times of crisis, the government and prime minister should not just be locked in a back room working and planning. The Prime Minister shall take to the radio to allay the fears of the population and inspire confidence in his government. Okay, I'll actually do this one first. Anarchiste is elected in France. Or maybe it's anarchistes, I don't know. I can't speak French. Radical socialism. Yay, socialism. That works. No, it doesn't. Oh, what's this? Unemployment sweeps the nation, has completed focused. Uh-oh. Public works project. In that's like I can't complete that in the time in 40 days. Uh-oh. Oh, looks like we're gonna get a -1 stability. Can I build any? Oh, I only got. Oh gosh, I picked a terrible country to play as. I only have 1,000 people for my army. Oh no. How's communist Britain working? Syndicalist Britain, I mean, going. Huh. Will they pick Mosley, or will they pick Iglesias, or will they pick Snowden? Gallo seizes control of Ecuador. Who the heck is that? Enriquez Gallo. Or is that Gallo? Anyone who speaks Spanish in my comments, please tell me if I need to pronounce the double L's as Y. Interesting. What's going on in Brazil? Nothing. Argentina. Patagonian Workers Front. No. Restoration of democracy in Australasia. Yay! Maneuvers in the... Oh, everything's happening. The Pope died. That's not good. Public radio broadcasts. People all across the island have started to gather to listen to the Prime Minister speak on the radio. Almost all radios are tuned in to hear him as he tells the people how the all-thingy, okay, is taking steps to fix the instability that is facing the country. How reassuring, and maneuvers in the Carpathians. Interesting. Okay. So maybe I should do these first. Planning encourage charitable acts. The government's public aid is simply just not built for the demand of this magnitude. More and more people are signing up for aid of all kinds and showing no signs of slowing. Local wealthy citizens must take up part of this burden, and we shall provide incentives to make sure this happens. Yay! Help each other out, Icelanders. You're gonna need it. Big sandstorm. Poor French Republic. In Africa. Oh, First International Congress, who cares? We're not syndicalist yet. I do not endorse syndicalism, just so you know. Poland! Oh, I guess we're in a faction with Denmark? Oh no, we're a puppet, I think. The Papal Conclave. New Pope. Pius VII. Interesting. Poor Italy, all mishmashed. Hammock studies. Scientists continue to study the effects that these grassy bumps or hammocks have on the soil. Most experiments turn up with no meaningful results, but people who have lived near these features describe a stronger feeling of well-being and calm, and that they fall ill with lesser frequency. If it works, it works. How's good old Weiler doing? Okay. I like how Denmark owns Iceland still. Why is it a bunch of farmland in like northern Iceland? Like that's what this terrain type is. Food drives! Black Monday has not taken money out of the pockets of Icelanders. Has not just taken money out of the pockets of Icelanders, but has also put many on the brink of starvation without the ability to buy food for their families. We shall launch food drives across Iceland to ensure that no one dies in unnecessary deaths at the hands of starvation. Yay! Charity and stuff. How's Russia doing? Longneck is still in power? Is this guy German? Because Vrangel does not sound like a Russian last name. Okay, what else? We'll need landing transport ships because we are an island. And we need support equipment. Are you kidding me? Oh. I'm sorry that we can't get Public Works project in like 19 days. Like, okay, so I guess it's a good thing we're going down that path in the tree first, because that seems to be what they're wanting. Have the Indo-Chinese risen up yet? Nope. Mongolia's doing Mongolian things. Roman von Ungern Sternberg. Oh, Arthur Horner was elected as chairman of the TUC. Yay. Although I like Mosley better. Maybe Mussolini will get elected in the SRA. How's Cuba doing? Oh, they went National Populist, okay. Based Cuba. Nicaragua, they went Social Democrat. Wait. Social Democrat, yes. USA still screwed over. The Polish military seizes control. Yay, military Polanders. Interesting, interesting. You look like a nice guy.